what is the syllabus for CAT, right? We had done a few videos regarding what are the things to prepare in numbers, geometry, and all those things, right? How can you say that numbers will not come, or remainders will not come, or cyclicity is the only thing which you need to study, etc., right? I completely agree. There is no syllabus for CAT, right? A lot of engineering entrance examinations, etc., they give you a syllabus. These are the things in which you will be asked questions from. SSC CGL again gives you a syllabus. IAS probably gives you a syllabus. I've never tried for it, but it gives you a rough syllabus, so to speak. These are the things on which you will be asked. Now, most of the aptitude tests don't have a syllabus, right? So just like with most of the other things in life, like for example, if you invest in mutual funds, stocks, etc., there is no syllabus, or there is no indication like how high a stock can rise or how low a stock can fall, right? Obviously there are experts who will come on CNBC and say that, from the past trends and technical analysis, I know today the stock is going to trade between this range to this range. The thing is, honestly, those experts have been made a fool of multiple times by the market. This year is one of the best times to look at those people's predictions and say, ha ha ha, those predictions never came true. But the fact is, more often than not, CAT is a pretty predictable sort of an examination. So treat it as if you're investing in mutual funds or any stock markets, right? You will look at the past trends and try to use the best possible knowledge which is available to you. The best possible knowledge which is available to us are basically the past CAT papers. Now, CAT papers are available before 2008 and before, and from 2017 onwards. So from 2017 onwards, you have three exams, 2 slots per exam. So all of them basically have given you a rough idea of where the CAT exam is going to be. The good part about the last 3 CATs is that not only have the IIMs released the paper, but also they have given a variety of paper, right? For example, if you look at each section has gone really tough to really easy, right? So if you look at CAT 2017 paper, English is going to be pretty easy, right? LRDI is insanely crazy and maths was extremely easy. If you look at CAT 2018 paper, English became slightly tougher, medium level difficulty. LRDI again became a slightly easier sort of a paper compared to CAT 2017. Maths became a little tough. And if you come back to CAT 2019, right, English became very difficult, or at least people found it very difficult. LRDI became even more easier. It was perhaps the easiest of the last 3 CATs. And maths was a middling sort of a paper. So we have a rough idea of how easy or how difficult a CAT can be. So we can make our preparation on the basis of that. Remember, CAT is a relative examination, which means that your aim is not to score 100 out of 100 or 50 out of 50 or 30 out of 30. Your aim is to score a particular rank. You have to beat X number of people. You can score an 80% marks and still not get into the colleges because everyone scored 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. 80% in most universities will be distinctions, etc. Right? But that is not good enough on a CAT because everyone else might have scored 81, 82, 83. Now you might only score 30, which might not be enough to pass in most college examination, but 30 is probably good enough to get into a top 40 or top 50 college. So CAT is a relative examination. When it comes to the syllabus, the only thing I would like to say is that since it's a relative examination, prepare for what has been asked in the CAT examination in the past years. Anything which has not been asked, you can give as little importance as possible. Now, before I move to the next item on the agenda, one thing which I would like to say is that there are a lot of times, especially in the math section, right, where you would see that people are saying that, this came in CAT 2010 or this came in CAT 2012, CAT 2014, CAT 2015, etc. Right? I would ask you to tell them that what they are talking is bullshit. Right? That's the only thing which I would ask you to do, because I can say any question, I can make any question, and I can say this is a memory based question from CAT 2009, CAT 2010. Right? Now, the variation of questions, CAT 2010 had 20 slots. CAT 2009 had 40 slots. So any question can probably come in any of these slots, and people can say this is a memory based paper. Right? So that's why you have all these crazy sort of theorems which are there in your math, especially in your maths books, but also in some of the other texts also, where you study unnecessary things for the CAT examination. So anyone asks you or anyone tells you that this is important for CAT, ask them which CAT paper. If it is from 17, 18 and 19, awesome. If it is from 2000 to 2008, pretty decent. Anything outside of this range, you can safely ignore.